In a burst of Italian flair, power, and complex engineering, the Alfa Romeo 2600 Grand Tourer emerged to carry forward a long tradition of elegant, high-performance automobiles. Born in an era when design met daring engineering, its sleek body and twin overhead cam six-cylinder engine promised an experience like no other. In the shadows of grand motor shows and historic plant floors, from the Portello factory in Milan to the Aris assembly, the 2600 became a symbol of passion, innovation, and bold ambition, quietly challenging its competitors while captivating those who dared to dream. The Alfa Romeo 2600 made its debut in 1962 as the company's six-cylinder flagship, a direct successor to the earlier Alfa Romeo 2000. Known internally as Tipo 106, this grand touring car series was built in several body styles that included the four-door Berina Saloon, the two-door Sprint Coupe, and the two-door Spider convertible. The models later expanded to include special variants, such as the Sprint Zagato and the very limited OSI Deluxe. Designed in Italy and built in the famous Portello factory near Milan and later in Arese, the 2600 was an expression of Italian craftsmanship and engineering tradition that had been established since the 1920s. At the heart of every 2600 was its new all-alloy engine, a 2.6-liter inline-six that replaced the older four-cylinder motor from the 2000 range. This engine featured twin overhead camshafts, a characteristic that recalled Alfa Romeo's past in building advanced engines for both road and race cars. In its Berlina version, the engine produced 130 horsepower and was equipped with two carburetors. For the Sprint and Spider models, the same engine was tuned to deliver 145 horsepower with the use of three twin-choke horizontal carburetors. In an even more exclusive variant, the Sprint Zagato version saw a boost to 165 horsepower, making it the most potent of the series. These figures, while modest by today's standards, provided a spirited driving experience appreciated by those who valued not just speed but also the character of a well-tuned engine. The exterior dimensions of the 2600 differed slightly among its variants. The Berlina measured about 185.0 inches in length with a wheelbase of approximately 107.1 inches, while the Sprint Coupe was somewhat shorter, around 180.3 inches long, with a wheelbase of roughly 101.6 inches. The Spider convertible came in even smaller, at about 177.2 inches in length, and with a wheelbase of nearly 98.4 inches. The width of the cars varied between 66.5 inches and 67.2 inches. Weights for the models ranged between roughly 2,690 pounds and 3,042 pounds, which was a modest increase over the preceding models, but came with better stability and a smoother ride on the highways. Despite its advanced powertrain and refined styling, the Alfa Romeo 2600 faced challenges in the market. The car's engine and drivetrain were based on a platform that was, in essence, a facelift of the older Alfa Romeo 2000. While the incorporation of the new six-cylinder engine marked an important technological update, many critics noted that the underpinnings had not significantly progressed in more than a decade. With the introduction of the mid-size Alfa Romeo Giulia shortly thereafter, a car built on an entirely new platform with improved handling and dynamics, many consumers began to favor the more modern design and performance of the Giulia over the 2600. Nevertheless, each variant of the 2600 has its own unique story and appeal. The four-door Berlina, though produced in lower numbers, approximately 2,038 units, was intended as a diplomatic and executive car. Its body style was nearly identical to the earlier 2000 Berlina, but received subtle updates in the front and rear fascia. The front featured a larger grille, and the headlamps were more integrated into the design, while the rear was updated with a sleeker, more angular tail, eliminating the pronounced tail fins of the past. Inside, the saloon offered a refined and comfortable cabin, though it has become more of a curiosity among collectors today because very few examples survive. In contrast, the Sprint Coupe, designed by the renowned Italian design firm Carrozzeria Bertone under the guidance of the then young designer Giorgetto Giugiaro, gained far greater popularity. The Sprint was a grand touring coupe that provided ample room for 4 adults and was built with an emphasis on long-distance comfort and high-speed stability. Its exterior design was innovative for its time, boasting a modern and sharp aesthetic that would influence many later sporting coupes in the automotive world. Approximately 6,999 units of the Sprint were produced, making it the best-selling model of the 2600 range. Another variant was the 2600 Spider, built by the famed Carrozzeria Touring. This 2-door convertible was designed to offer a sporty yet comfortable ride. Its body styling was derived from the touring design of the earlier 2000 Spider, but the 2600 Spider came with a larger and more powerful engine to complement its open-top driving experience, with seating arranged as a 2+2, 2 full-size seats at the front and smaller seats at the back. The Spider combined the appeal of open-air motoring with a more refined driving dynamic. Approximately 2,255 Spiders were produced, and like the Sprint, they are treasured today for their elegant design and enjoyable performance. Among the most exclusive members of the 2600 family is the 2600 Sprint Zagato. Introduced at the 1963 Turin Motor Show and later put into limited production in 1965, the Sprint Zagato represented an even more aerodynamic and lightweight version of the Sprint Coupe. Designed by Ercole Spada at the legendary Italian design house Zagato, this variant reduced weight by about 80 pounds compared to its Bertone sibling and was tuned to produce 165 horsepower. Its striking design, featuring a lower overall height, about 1290 millimeters or roughly 51 inches, and unique rectangular headlamps, has made it one of the most collectible models in the series, with only 105 units ever built. An even rarer model was the Alfa Romeo 2600 Berlina Deluxe, built by OSI, an offshoot of the Italian coach builder Ghia, and designed by Giovanni Michelotti. Presented at the 1965 Geneva Motor Show, this version featured a 5-window 4-door layout that was distinct from the standard Berlina. Although only 54 examples were produced, one of these exclusive vehicles even found its way to Mohammad Reza Pahlavi, the Shah of Iran, underscoring the car's international cachet and appeal to those in high society. Beyond the technical and design details, the Alfa Romeo 2600 series embodies a storied history of Italian automotive ingenuity. Its development began in the late 1950s when Alfa Romeo sought to provide a more powerful alternative to the 2000 model. Engineers Orazio Satta Puliga, Giuseppe Busso, and Rudolf Haruska worked diligently to evolve the 4-cylinder engine into a 6-cylinder powerhouse. Their work resulted in the conversion of the engine block from cast iron to an aluminum alloy, a significant move that improved weight distribution and thermal efficiency. The bore was adjusted from 3.5 inches, approximately 88 millimeters, in the older engine to about 3.3 inches, roughly 83 millimeters, while the stroke was set at nearly 3.1 inches, approximately 79.6 millimeters. These subtle yet critical modifications allowed the engine to achieve the desired displacement of 2584 cubic centimeters, a figure that would provide a healthy balance between performance and reliability. Even though sales of the 2600 were not as robust as those of its mid-sized successor, the Alfa Romeo Giulia, the 2600 has grown in stature over time. Today, collectors and enthusiasts appreciate the car not only for its elegant design and potent engine, but also for its role as a bridge between the classic and modern eras of Italian automotive design. Its body styles reflect a blend of conservative elegance and subtle modernity, while its mechanical components, though derived from older technologies, offer a glimpse into an era when engineering was as much about passion as it was about performance.